What's up everyone, my name is Eric and today I want to give you a quick tour of my desk and work from home setup, as well as some of the essentials that help get me through a day of either working, gaming, or editing videos for my YouTube channel. Everything I mentioned today will be listed out in my kit, which will be linked below. So without further ado, let's get started. The chair I'm using is the Pursuit ergonomic chair from Uplift. It's a good chair in my opinion for the price range. It gives you a lot of options when it comes to adjustments like the headrest, the back support, and even the armrest. Alright, so the chair is probably the most important part of any desk setup because let's face it, you'll be sitting here for hours on end, so you really want to be in your most comfortable position while sitting. It's a solid chair that I've been using for the past few years, and it definitely makes working from home a lot easier. My desk is a custom-made desk that is a combination of different pieces from IKEA. I'm using a kitchen countertop as my desktop that sits on top of 2 desk drawers. I also added 2 additional legs for further support as well. The main reason I went for this kind of desk is because I wanted an ample amount of storage, which these desk drawers do provide, and I also wanted a desk that would be long enough to fit my PC rig, all 3 of my monitors, as well as other random things that I wanted to put on my desk, all while having extra free space for me to use as I see fit. You definitely want to invest in a good desk if you plan on working from home long term. This is my PC rig. It's an NZXT mid-size case. It's a decent sized case that has plenty of room for fans, extra hard drives, as well as room for any extra upgrades as well. If you are curious about the specs, which are kind of outdated at this point and needs a serious upgrade, but I'm working with 32GB of RAM on an old but overclocked Intel i5 CPU with a NVIDIA 1070 GPU. This is what I use to work, game, and edit my videos. It's powerful enough to manage most of that without too many issues, but like I mentioned, I do plan to upgrade it eventually at some point. Also, just wanted to show you real quick my Ethernet switch, which my PC and work laptop is hooked up to. This is something I recommend getting because an Ethernet connection is not just faster but more stable than connecting over Wi-Fi. This is essential if you are working from home and require a stable internet connection. Moving on now to the monitors. As you can see, I'm currently working with a triple monitor setup. Here we have 3 25-inch Dell Ultra Sharp monitors. You can honestly never have too much screen real estate. These monitors are great in general when it comes to multitasking. I'll go over how I usually use each monitor. The one on the right that is in a portrait orientation is the one that I usually use to play my music on. Because of the orientation, I get a good view of all the tracks on a playlist, so it's great for list visibility. For work, I can use it for analyzing code or even logs, for example. So there are definitely benefits to a portrait-oriented monitor. The center monitor is my main monitor for work, gaming, and video editing. The one on the center is the one where you want to focus on, obviously. I do recommend that the height of the monitor be at least eye level, just so you won't strain your neck from looking up or down at it. Also, as you can see here, I have an LED reading light that is mounted above my monitor. This is the Screen Bar Plus from BenQ. It's not really meant to light up your monitor, but more so for the desk area in front of it. The light is pretty cool, I would say. I can adjust both the temperature and brightness. Definitely comes in handy if you have some paperwork in front of you and you need some light to read it. The monitor on the left side is for random use. Whatever window I need a quick reference to, I'll just drag it over here. Sometimes I even put videos there or even my internet browser for stuff I might be shopping for. I definitely recommend having multiple displays if you are working from home on a computer. Even just one extra monitor can make multitasking significantly easier. Alright, the next item is my webcam, which I mainly use for my virtual meetings during work. And we know how important those are when working from home. Right now I'm using a Sony a7 III as a webcam, which is overkill to be honest, but if I'm not using it for photography, it has better use as a webcam, because the video quality is much better when compared to your standard webcam. You can pretty much do this now with most DSLRs or mirrorless cameras, so I highly recommend it over a normal webcam if you have the option while working from home. I also use a Logitech USB headset that comes with an attached microphone. It's nothing too fancy, but it gets the job done for work meetings and listening to audio. I decided to go with a wired headset because with wireless, there's always a chance of lag or interference, so I didn't want to risk it, especially if I'm in an important meeting. You definitely want to invest in a decent headset with a microphone for sure when it comes to working from home. While we're on the subject of audio, I do use speakers when I'm not using a headset. These are Bose companion speakers that come with a subwoofer. It has good sound quality and I can adjust the volume with the use of this desktop knob here. So that's pretty useful if I need to mute the sound real quick. Nice speakers are always a plus when it comes to any desk setup. I work in the tech industry, so a proper keyboard and mouse is essential when it comes to working from home. The keyboard, since it's mechanical, can be loud sometimes, so you might want to be on mute if you're typing during a meeting. Other than that, it's great when it comes to gaming and video editing. It even has some macro keys that you can map custom functions to. Below the keyboard is a wrist cushion, which I highly recommend as it makes typing on the keyboard a lot easier on the health of your wrists. The mouse I use is a gaming mouse, but it's great for any kind of work I need to do as well. This mouse is very smooth and highly responsive. A good mouse is nothing without a good mouse pad as well, so you definitely want to invest in one of those too. Honestly though, I got most of these Razer products because they give you the option to change the color of the RGB lights, which also syncs up with the Philips Hue light strip that I have on the back of my desk. Earlier I mentioned I wanted a desk with a lot of space for whatever extra stuff I need to put on it. And now we're going to talk about some of that extra stuff that may or may not be required for your desk setup, but I find them pretty useful for my needs. First thing is a water bottle, because you definitely have to stay hydrated throughout the day. I have this huge 40-ounce water bottle from Takea, which is more than enough to get you through a full day without having to refill it. Also, don't forget a coaster as well. Got to protect your desk surface. While we're on the subject of health, I also have these Baoding balls that I picked up from Amazon. These are great for relieving stress, exercising your fingers and hands to avoid carpal tunnel, or just to play around with if you're bored at your desk as well. And the last item I wanted to talk about is my microphone that I use to record audio for my narrations that I do on my YouTube channel, like the one for this video. A lot of people have been wondering how I get my sound quality, and it's all thanks to this mic right here. This is a Rode NT1 condenser microphone, and it's hooked up to a Rode USB audio interface for the computer. So there you have it, that's my desk and work from home setup. If you're curious on any of the items in this video, check out the link to my kit below, as it will list out most of the products that you saw in the video, as well as some extras that we didn't get a chance to get to. Anyways, hope you all enjoyed the video. Alright, that's it from me today. My name is Eric. As always, thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm out.